Hey yo, E-King Fight News. So as we all know by now, Eddie Hearn has offered Deontay Wilder a contract. I don't know if it looks like this. This is just a meme poking fun at, you know how Eddie Hearn rolls and shit. How he fucking, oh, I got a contract for you, Deontay. Fucking send him some wild shit. So this is just a meme. Deontay Wilder reading the contract Eddie Hearn sent to face Anthony Joshua. All right, let's get it. As we know, Shelly Finkel had asked Eddie Hearn about 2 points in the contract. That's where everything got left off. Apparently, Eddie Hearn satisfied those two clarifications that needed to be made. I don't know. Eddie Hearn put out there the Winkle's been satisfied in some weird ass quote. So okay, I guess, like, whatever that's supposed to mean, because, you know, Shelly Finkel, I would assume he would respond in a public manner if Eddie Hearn was, let's say, mistaken, right? So, here we are at a point where Wilder potentially may sign to fight Anthony Joshua, right? And Eddie Hearn is stirring the pot once again, as he has somewhat crossed Showtime. Just on a couple of comments he made on Twitter, it seemed to have rubbed Showtime the wrong way. So we're gonna look into it. E-King Fight News. All right. So what happened is this. I'm gonna let's head to Eddie Hearn's Twitter for a second and shout out to Eddie Hearn, man. Whatever. Shout out to Eddie Hearn. Fuck the guy, man. This fucking guy's been ducking the fight for how long? So, okay, this is Steven Espinoza. Look at this quote carefully. Who is they, Eddie? What is Steven Espinoza talking about? It's something to do with this thread here by Eddie Hearn. And oddly enough, this is where I saw the meme of the contract. Eddie Hearn responds to this meme, and he's saying, no, it's very straightforward. The contract, right? It's very straightforward. And then some other guy says, and this is the great part about, you know, legit fans who know what's going on. Very straightforward, but you gotta fight on Dazn with whatever that emoji, whatever that is. And then Eddie Hearn replies and says, they don't care. They don't care. So that initiates Steven Espinoza to say, who is they, Eddie? Hey, Eddie, who is they? Just curious because both Wilder and Showtime care very much, as you know. And that's in response to Eddie Hearn. Has Eddie Hearn responded to this? Direct tweet from VP at Showtime Sports, Steven Espinoza. You know? He's a president. He's president of Showtime Sports. He's some high-ranking, you know, management involved in Showtime Sports. Asking Eddie Hearn a direct question. I mean, this is what you get when you get social media, man. This is what you get. So, that just is what it is. That just is what it is coming from Steven Espinoza. Who is they, Eddie? Who is they? So we got more on this. E-King Fight News. So as you may realize, Eddie Hearn basically tried to fucking brush off Showtime, talking about they don't care. And, you know, Steven Espinoza had to check Eddie for a second. Right? So this is the kind of shit we're talking about when we're saying, hey, this guy Eddie Hearn, you know, he's really a total fucking jackass when it comes to trying to make fights happen on Americans with American fighters. Whenever an American fighter's involved, I don't know, it just seems like this guy Now let me put it this way: when it comes to Deontay Wilder, when it comes specifically to Deontay Wilder, Eddie Hearn has a lot of fucking antics in play. You know, I haven't seen this much ducking and dodging in a very long time. In a very, very long time. Especially when it comes to Deontay Wilder. I mean, Eddie Hearn made fights with Sean Porter, right? Sean Porter, Kell Brook, that was thought to be a dangerous fight. Eddie Hearn seemed to have no issue making that fight happen. Eddie Hearn made your boy Kell Brook versus Errol Spence Jr., another American killer. But we knew they didn't really want that fight. It was Kell Brook that stepped up after fucking a few months' time of really being silent on it. Kell Brook finally stepped up and said, you know what, I'm not a coward. You see that? I'm not a coward. All you fans think I'm ducking. I'm not a coward. I'm going to defend my title. I'm going to defend my title as champion and fight my number one mandatory, Errol Spence Jr. Right? That's what happened. Fight got made in the UK, and we all saw what happened. The man took his other eye and basically turned fucking had to make Kell Brook into a cyborg and shit, man. Dude's a fucking got platinum eyes and shit. Just fucking keep his face together, man. So it is what it is, man. It just is what it is. You guys let me know what you think, man. Eddie Hearn, Showtime. What do you guys think about that back and forth? And for now, it is what it is, man. We're just sort of waiting on this fight to fucking go down and shit. I mean, I know contracts with Wilder. Eddie Hearn sent him a contract. And, you know, what I'd like to know is the date of the fight on that contract. And I mean, now that the thing is, I already know the truth's going to come to light because Shelly Finkel is the one handling this shit. And every time Shelly Finkel felt like exposing Eddie Hearn and checking him, he's done just that. Either spoke with some media outlet and put Eddie Hearn on blast for really, you know, not wanting to make this fight happen. At every single turn, Shelly Finkel's been on Eddie Hearn's ass. And maybe that's why you see Eddie acting childish and say, oh, Shirley Winkle. He's a Winkle. Shirley. Oh, I forgot his name was Shelly Finkel. Now I think it's Charlie Winkle. The fucking guy, man. It's fucking guy. Okay. Whatever, man. It's fucking Eddie Hearn. Whatever it is, you know. Whatever makes him fucking tick and shit. I don't know, man. AJ seems to like him, right? Anthony Joshua actually said to Dana White when Dana White had called him up, potentially in talks to work together. Anthony Joshua all of a sudden was like, whoa, I can't leave Eddie. I can't leave Eddie Hearn. That's basically what Dana White said. So, I mean, that's if you trust Dana White, too. That's another fucking weirdo cue ball head ass MMA guy that wants to get into boxing. He wants to get into the boxing business as well. And as he's finding hard enough, how many fighters has Dana White signed? You know, how many fighters has Eddie Hearn signed? What? You know what Dana White, he did a one fight deal with Roy Jones Jr. and put him in there against a bum. And Roy Jones just styled on him in fucking Florida. And that's all UFC's done in terms of putting on some boxing. And you can tell they don't really know how to do it. They don't know what they're doing. That's why they haven't signed any more fighters. That's why they haven't been part of any other big cards. You know, maybe with the Olympics coming up. When's the Summer Olympics coming up, man? It must be a couple years, right? That's going to be a time where a lot of these guys can finally get in on the sport. Right? Look at what Richard Schaefer's done. He signed a couple of guys out of the Olympics. Tony Yoka. He signed Joe Joyce. And look at those two guys. That was a gold and silver medal in the heavyweight division. They're on the rise. Even today, you got Daniel Dubois fighting. Prospect. I think that's under Frank Warren, no? And you got Anthony Yar fighting in the light heavyweight, man. This dude's a total beast. Just looking at the dude, man. But I gotta check out some of his fights, man. E-King Fight News. Let me know what you guys think, man. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And we out.